Hello, welcome to Mina's bookshelf, Mystical Den. Today I would like to take a look at something new on the scene of the mass market produced decks, and it's the Black Seed Tarot by Theresa Hutch, published just recently by US Games Incorporated. US Games graciously sent me a copy of this deck for purposes of review, and I'm very grateful for that because I was immediately smitten with the deck as soon as I started to look at pictures of the cards on Instagram. The name Theresa Hatch might sound familiar to you because she's the wonderful creator of the White Sage Tarot, one of the most popular best-selling mass market decks. It was formerly an independently produced deck, and then it was picked up by the publisher US Games and released in this format, pocket size, in this beautiful little tin case. The signature style, the trademark features of all Theresa Hatch. She also is the creator of two oracle decks, is the same animal decks, beautiful watercolors, images that are very delicate and approachable and beautiful, very supportive in the messages, and also a connection between the arcana and the chakra energy. Let's take a look at this deck. It comes in a two-part box, two hard case part box. And this is the inside, plain pink salmon color. The deck comes with a guidebook. We'll take a look at that. And then we have 79 cards. The extra card is a chakra card that explains in very simple terms what the chakras are, what are the energies connected with each of them. This is the deck. It comes in a size that is not the usual size for a standard tarot US Games tarot deck. Is slightly smaller. You can tell with a comparison with the card from the Black and White Rider-Waite. And I found this size to be very manageable, very easy to handle, and I actually love it. I think maybe they should publish more decks in this size. Reversible backs, beautiful, with the flower of life and the cumin flower. The artwork is the same, beautiful watercolor, very delicate palette of colors, cute animals. The deck is not in order anymore because I've been using it constantly since I received this review copy, and I would like to take a look also at the back of the box for some informations if I can find it. All right, let's read from the back of the box. Inspired by the multiple health benefits associated with black cumin seeds, Black Seed Tarot reminds us to nurture the seeds of positivity, particularly love and compassion. Charming animal guides and playful scenes invite us to create heart connections with the lessons of Tarot and nature. Each card, painted in Theresa's signature watercolor style, is associated with one of the 7 chakras to help us understand the energetic and spiritual aspects of our human motivations. Includes a 78 card tarot deck, chakra card, and 105-page illustrated guidebook. Everything starts with a seed. So the name Black Seed Tarot comes from the cumin seeds. That was the inspiration for the name of the deck. As I said, the cards are not going to be in order, but we'll go through the guidebook and we'll find some important informations about the system an RWS inspired system with some very little variations for some of the arcana, where the creator, instead of literally following the tradition, this traditional symbology of the RWS, will represent the arcana with a different symbology, and we'll see what these cards are. So going through the book, we have a table of content, the introduction. For years, I've listened to a little voice whisper to me, when you make your next tarot deck, it will be called Black Seed Tarot. The deck will be a complement to your first deck, White Sage Tarot, as yin complements yang. I remember wondering if black seeds were a thing, and if so, what were their healing qualities. And the healing qualities she found out are... after doing some research into these seeds, it became clear that black seed oil has the potential to greatly benefit at this time. According to WebMD, black seeds, Nigella sativa, is also known as Nigella, black cumin, fennel flower, black caraway, and Roman coriander. Black seed oil has been shown to have multiple health benefits for numerous conditions, including inflammations, asthma, high cholesterol, metabolic syndrome, and so on and so forth. And then we go into explanation of the deck inspiration. Many of the cards in Black Seed Tarot were inspired by the Rider-Waite-Smith deck. Sometimes my interpretation is more literal, and other times it is more intuitive, and we'll see how. And then there's the chakra connection. Both Black Seed Tarot and White Sage Tarot have cards that connect to the chakras. Understanding the chakras can help you discover your own human motivations and where you are spending your time in the evolutionary process. A couple of pages with some basic information about chakra energy. For example, the pentacles are connected with the first chakra, which is the root chakra, and the energy is grounding. And then the cups are connected with the orange pelvis center chakra for the emotional flow. The wands are connected with the solar plexus chakra, creative spark, and the swords are connected with the fourth chakra. Green is the color, heart center chakra, heart and mind connection. And then there's an explanation also for the remaining chakras. For the major arcana, there is the name of the card with the number, a little black and white thumbnail for the card, a couple of keywords for the upright meaning, an extended message for that, and then another couple of words for the reversed meaning, more words about that, and then there is the association with the chakra. At the beginning of each of the suits, there is also a synthesis here where the connection with this chakra is explained. For example, wands connected with the third chakra, the solar plexus, yellow, called also Manipura, solar plexus, element fire, creative spark. The core cards for the suit will be foxes. The core cards for cups will be, I think, seals. For swords, it will be hummingbirds, and the core cards for the Ace of Pentacles will be cute little porcupines or hedgehogs. Let's see, how does she call them? Hedgehogs. Okay. The cards are not in order anymore, forgive me about that, but I've been using it so frequently for the past few days, and I really didn't have time to put the cards back in order, but I hope you will appreciate the artwork. Anyway, we have the Three of Wands, the Knight of Swords, we have the hummingbirds for the swords, the Five of Pentacles. I love like this little creature here is feeling isolated and cast out. And for me, the representation of this arcana is really well rendered here. The Five of Wands, conflict and obstacles, rest and rejuvenation with the Four of Swords. We see these pelicans. I would guess these are pelicans resting here, and the symbol of peace here in the corner. More court card, another court card from the swords. suit, and we have the king here, a beautiful little hummingbird. One of my favorite cards, what made me fall in love with this deck, the Queen of Pentacles holding her baby here. That's really cute cards. Sun card with a cat basking in the sun. The Three of Swords. Oh. The beaver, representation of the Eight of Pentacles, infatigable worker. The Ten of Cups with the whale. A beautiful King of Pentacles. Look at this satisfied and proud face, holding his pentacle. He worked really hard to get to that point. We have the Six of Wands with a beautiful lioness, holding this cat tail and laurel leaves on her head as a symbol of victory. The Emperor. This cute little Eight of Swords here. It's a little mouse, very close to reach his little piece of cheese if he only believes in himself. Seven of Cups. This is an interesting representation of this arcanum because I feel like there's a negative connotation for all the cups here. With this skull on the cups here, there's a sense of warning, alert, be careful, especially with this serpent, this snake wrapped all around the cups. The Five of Swords, Justice card. The Six of Pentacles, the Fool with the flying squirrel. I find this artwork really inviting. I love the color, the palette color. I love the choice of the animals. I love the way some of them are so, are so cute and charming. It's a lovely little deck. Look at this. Ace of Cups. I think this is the first card that I ever saw on Instagram, on the US Games Instagram page, and I immediately fell in love. Combined some of my favorite things, cups of tea and a little bunny, a little rabbit. It's absolutely beautiful, and so is this Page of Cups. Mama Bear, the Empress. The Tower. This is an interesting representation of the tower with this duck sitting in the water while chaos and disruption happen in the back. Nine of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles, Seven of Wands. Interesting Wheel of Fortune card. Four of Wands, Ten of Wands, the Devil. That's another interesting card. We'll probably read from the guidebook why she chose a gecko on the cork of this bottle here. The Lovers, Temperance, beautiful Ten of Swords, a very positive connotation to this card, which normally is one of the most difficult to receive in a reading because it talks about very disappointing endings. So there's a great element of hope here. The presence of a butterfly as a symbol of transformation, and the sun here, the sun rising in the backdrop. Six of Swords, Five of Cups. This is another adorable card. Look at how the bear is so regretful for spilling the content of those cups. Seven of Pentacles, very cute too. Love it. Very nice. Interesting the way the lion is focusing on the fourth cup instead of instead of focusing on the 3 cups in front of him, which I think is what happens in a traditional rather Wade Smith 4 cups. 2 of cups with a koi fish, symbol of abundance as well. Ace of swords, sorry, with an heron. Queen of cups, how beautiful. Death. Transformation with these mushrooms here. Life starts from decay sometimes when we think that everything is done and concluded and gone forever. That's where hope for a new beginning comes from. Regeneration. 2 of swords. Page of Pentacles. This is also another of those cards that I saw in the very beginning. It made me fall in love with the deck. Look how cute this page is, holding his donut. King. We have the Star. A happy bear from the 9 of Cups. The Hierophant holding the key here around its neck. Page of Wands. Another beautiful card. I love this one and this one. The 9 of Swords. Look at the tear here on the owl's face. Chariot. This is a very interesting representation of the Chariot card. Together with the Devil, it's probably one of those that we'll look for in the guidebook to understand exactly what is the connection that Theresa Hutch makes between the Arcanum and the way she represented it. Queen of Swords with the hummingbird. Ace of Wands. Knight of Pentacles. 7 of Swords, and it looks like the giraffe is holding all 7 swords. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Yes, she didn't forget any of them behind. The King of Wands. Strength with a gorilla, symbol of force that can be destructive if it's not kept under control. 2 of Pentacles. A beautiful wolf from the cover of the box. The High Priestess. The Magician. Very reminiscent of Alice in Wonderland. White Rabbit. The one that walks around with the clock in his hands and keeps, yelling, I'm always late, I'm late, I'm late. Here, the magician is making magic with an espresso coffee machine. 4 of Pentacles with a squirrel. And why not? It's the perfect animal for that card. 3 of Pentacles. The Hangman with the sloth. The Queen of Wands, beautiful card. The Ace of Pentacles. The 10 of Pentacles. The 8 of Cups. The 9 of Wands. The 2 of Wands. I have an external microphone. I'm using an external microphone, but I'm realizing that I'm probably a little too far for it to pick up my voice. So I don't know about the volume of this, the audio of this video. I hope it will be okay. The Knight with the pyramids in the back. The Hermit, and interesting how the Hermit is not carrying the lantern. The lantern is at the end of the path or at the beginning of the path, depending if the rhinoceros is going in this direction or it's coming out of a cave. The lunar moth for the moon. What is this? Oh, hair. Okay. The World, the cumin flower. The 6 of Cups, very sweet card. The 3 of Cups with the foxes. The 8 of Wands, and it's interesting how 4 of the wands, the cattail, are pointing in one direction, another 4 are pointing in the other direction, instead of being all pointing in the same direction like in the traditional deck. And the Knight of Cups. Let's shuffle the cards. And we'll take a look at a couple of cards that I would like to look at in the guidebook. And one of them was the Chariot and the other one was the Devil, just because the way the artist, the creator, rendered the Arcanum is a little different from the traditional. This is the usual traditional US games cardstock, thin and flexible, matte with a little bit of a coating. And this is, you see, a little bit of a sheen. And this is my favorite US games cardstock. Um, Not flimsy at all. Actually, with an extremely good core. It's so good that, for example, for me, it's impossible to bridge these cards. I don't do that, but also because I have small, weak hands. Maybe somebody else could do it very easily. Okay. Great jumpers out of this deck. It's very good. If you read with jumpers, it's perfect. Cards will easily flip out of the deck. We have a King of Swords here. We'll read that one too. I'll also do a deck interview if there's time. So let's read the first one, this court card, the King of Swords. Let's see what the guidebook says about this. Upright, mind over matter. This King of Swords is an intellectual at heart. He is mind-focused and cares about the truth behind appearances. He cares most about the facts in his decision-making. In the reverse, the keywords are heartless and foolish. The King of Swords can put his rational brain in charge and can lack emotional connection. Remember, the mind is a wonderful servant but a terrible master. Association with the heart chakra, and the color is green light. Very good. Now let's read the Chariot. And I think it was one that was curiously rendered because we have an ibis that is playing a music record. So I didn't really see immediately the connection with the traditional arcanum. Upright words, keywords, focused movement, grace. The Chariot invites you to notice your resources and listen to the wondrous music flowing. Make concrete goals and set a path to reach them. Don't be surprised if the outcome is different than you initially planned. The ways of the world are beyond your simple rational mind to comprehend. Ancient Egyptians thought of animals as incarnations of different gods on earth. Ibis is also known as the god Thoth, who is responsible for working with the universe, overseeing mystical systems, writing, and science. Reverse word, out of sync, hesitation. You may feel like you don't know what direction to turn. If you witness your life as a series of lessons, even the failures have a place. What would you do if you weren't afraid? Chakra is the third chakra, Manipura, solar plexus, yellow light. Interesting. All right. Let's do my usual deck interview. Let's see what comes out of it. The questions are: what card in the deck better represents you? I've done personal readings with this deck in the past days, both intended for meditation and spiritual growth, and also for divination and predictive readings. It works beautifully for both of them. I love animal decks. I feel a strong connection with that kind of energy when it comes to decks, tarot and oracle cards. So I might have been a little biased on that, but I think that it might be a good deck also for somebody who is at the beginning of their journey with tarot, for a very simple reason, because on a unconscious level we all connect with the animal world pretty well. So the meanings of the cards might be quite clear even to somebody who's not a seasoned reader. Just with their intuitive hits they can receive looking at the image of the cards. We have the Ace of Pentacles and the King of Swords. I do feel that this deck will always tell me the truth. There is compassion in this deck, but there's also a very clear, open-mindedness to it, and might be because of the coloration, because of the artwork. I think it's very serene, and lends itself to very clear, pristine readings. What's your strength? What is the strength of this deck? A very clear, honest reader, from what I see. Oh, the Eight of Pentacles. This is definitely a working deck, a workhorse deck, just like the White Sage Tarot. This is a deck that I've been using a lot since I started my tarot journey. And I think that this deck too will be a great workhorse deck. There's also something in the size of the card and the feel of the card. It makes it so such a pleasure to hold and play with it and do readings with it. So I think it will be always within reach. A weakness, if any. What's the weakness of this tarot deck? If any. What's the weakness? Five of Swords. Well, we may find each other at odds sometimes. When it comes to way probably of reading the cards, we might be at a conflict on a mind level. This is how I will read that card. What are you here to teach me? Five of Pentacles. I do relate this card a lot to self-esteem, beyond the traditional meaning of the card, and I feel like it will teach me how to look within me, try to understand and be grateful for the things that I have in my life. Help me also, teach me also how to reach out and ask for help when I feel lonely, when I feel excluded, when I feel cast out. How can I better learn from you? The Hanged Man. Taking it easy. This is the first thing that came to mind. This deck will provide great illuminations, but if I don't rush the meetings, it will be one of those decks where I will pull a not a big amount of cards each time, maybe just a few, and meditate on them. Meditation. This is a great deck for meditations. Also the meanings, the way Theresa Hutch wrote the meanings of the cards. They invite you to reflection. Take it easy. Take the time to read the cards. Take my time with them. Reflect, meditate. What is the outcome of our relationship? What will be the outcome of this relationship? Page of Swords. I will keep studying it. I will keep learning about it. Beautiful card. Yeah, this is definitely a deck you want to take your time with and meditate on each of the cards really well. Learn them, study them. Okay, so this was my review, flip through of the Black Seed Tarot by Theresa Hutch, mass market deck just recently published by US Games. Let me know what you think about the deck. I'll see you in the comment section with your feedback. Please like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of the new uploads. Thank you for your time. Bye-bye.